So you've got those big dreams, right? You want to crush your goals, live that life you've always pictured. But there's a whisper, sometimes a shout in the back of your mind. Laziness. You know what you should be doing, yet you don't do it. That gnawing guilt builds until suddenly another year has flown by and those same goals are staring you down from your New Year's resolutions list. You start strong, powered by a fleeting burst of motivation. But before you know it, procrastination creeps back in. It's like that uninvited guest who just won't leave, turning your days into a cycle of inaction until you start labeling yourself as lazy. But here's the thing, most advice out there only tackles the symptoms. Deleting social media, removing distractions, sure, they might offer a temporary fix, but they miss the real issue, the root cause behind procrastination, which can be summed up in one word: inertia. Breaking free from inertia. Think about it in terms of physics. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest. And guess what? Your tasks are just like those objects. Getting started on anything, no matter how small, requires an initial push. It needs energy to overcome that resting state of inertia. The problem is we often make this initial push so massive in our minds that we just avoid the task entirely, opting for cheap dopamine hits instead. So to really beat procrastination, we need to break inertia. And there are two simple, powerful ways to do it. Reduce the stakes. The toughest part is getting started. Make that first step unbelievably easy. If you're dreading writing a 5,000-word essay, don't tell yourself you have to complete it. Tell yourself, I'm only going to write 50 words. The inertia feels much lower when the stakes are tiny. It's easy to get that initial momentum without relying on brute willpower. The 2-minute rule. Don't feel like doing the work? Just commit to doing it for 2 minutes. That's it. For example, if your room needs cleaning, put on a song and tell yourself you'll clean until the music stops. Here's the magic. Often, you'll find yourself continuing far beyond those 2 minutes. Why? Because once an object, or you, is in motion, it tends to stay in motion. That initial push, no matter how small, builds momentum, and that momentum keeps you going. It's like pushing a ball uphill. That first nudge is the hardest, but once you get past that point of inertia, it's a downhill roll from there. These methods apply to everything. Hitting the gym, working on your side hustle, nurturing relationships. As Martin Luther King Jr. famously said, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. The most expensive 9 minutes of your life. Now, let's talk about the future. 5 years from now, you will either be thinking, wow, I really turned my life around, or wow, I'm still stuck in the same spot. And that future hinges on one choice, a decision so simple it sounds fake: how you spend your mornings. Every time you hit snooze, you're not just buying 9 more minutes of sleep, you're paying for it with your future. Studies show your brain is up to 40% more focused in the first 90 minutes after waking. That's a cheat code for productivity, and most people waste it, doom scrolling or arguing online. The people you admire aren't superheroes. They're just awake and intentional. They're not waking up at 5 a.m. because they love the sound of their alarm. They do it because that early window is prime real estate. No texts, no notifications, just pure, uninterrupted laser beam focus. It's not about being a morning person. It's about being a not wasting my prime mental state on cat videos person. And that difference, 5 years from now, looks like everything you ever said you wanted. Your mental launch pad, the 5 a.m. power ritual. Even if you hate mornings, you can leverage this. If you can claim just 1 hour in the morning, you'll gain a psychological edge over 95% of people who dive straight into their phones and wonder why they're stressed all day. The first hour after you wake up is your mental launch pad. Your brain's running on peak dopamine, and cortisol is rising just enough to transform you from a potato to a person. Channel that chemical cocktail and you unlock flow-prone neuroplasticity. In plain English, your brain is in wet cement mode. What you pour into it now sets. Scroll through Instagram drama and you're cementing distraction. Plan, write, move, or learn something real and you're cementing growth. Real, compounding, take over the world growth. That tiny, seemingly unimpressive hour multiplies into thousands over the next 5 years. Thousands of hours where your competition is still looking for their left sock. So what do you actually do in this sacred hour? Here's a simple 5 a.m. power ritual that will have your future self high-fiving you. Water. Chug it. Your brain needs it after a night of recharging. Move, stretch, walk, or do a few push-ups. Get that blood flowing. Write one goal, just one. Not a manifesto, not 40, one clear target. Hit that one domino today, and tomorrow's already easier. Learn. Crack open a book, watch an educational video, or listen to a valuable podcast. Learn something real. Protect. This hour is sacred. No doom scrolling, no texts, no emails. Your focus is the president's baby. Nothing gets through until you're done. Identity, momentum, and your future. This isn't just about mornings. It's about identity. It's about who you're becoming when no one's watching. Every time you drag yourself out of bed and act with intention, even when it's the last thing you want to do, you're casting a vote for the future you want. You're voting for the focused, disciplined version of yourself, not the one who talks about change but gets distracted. Do the math. 1 intentional hour a day equals 365 hours a year. That's 15 entire days of pure, uninterrupted self-mastery. Stack that across 5 years, and you've essentially earned a master's degree in you. While everyone else is binge-watching Netflix, you're binge-building your future. Small hinges swing big doors, and this hinge, the one that swings open everything you say you want, isn't some expensive online course or magic motivational video. It's your damn alarm clock. You won't feel it tomorrow, you might not even feel it next week, but give it 90 days. 90 days of showing up for yourself when no one's watching. And one day, you'll look in the mirror and think, holy crap, I've got main character energy. You'll see someone who built their future, who took control of their time, who no longer waits for life to happen. Of course, you could always hit snooze, keep giving your best brain to social media and your leftovers to your goals. You can let another year slip by while you watch other people live the life you keep wishing you had. Here's the hard truth. The next 5 years are coming whether you hit snooze or not. The question is, will you be the one building your future, or will you be the one binge-watching someone else's success story? The choice is yours. Don't hit snooze on this one. You're not just wasting 9 minutes. You're wasting a future that could be yours. So, what's it gonna be?